Katanas are one of the more contentious weapons in Kenshi. They are cut damage specialists, and cut damage is about half from dex and half from the katana's skill. Katanas don't have a strength requirement, so anyone can use them at full speed regardless of strength, starvation level, or injury. However, even with a maxed out dexterity build at 187 dex and 100 katanas, they still only deal around average raw damage compared to other options. This becomes even more problematic when we take into account their armor penetration penalty, which makes them deal even less damage against armored targets. Even worse is the damage penalty against robots. This makes raiding tech labs even harder than it needs to be, and is doubly detrimental against armored skeletons. This means katanas are good in the early game due to no strength requirements, few robotic enemies, and very little armor. They start to fall off in the mid game, where enemies start to wear more armor and fighting robots is more common. They are pretty much useless in the late game, where most enemies are heavily armored, robots, or both. To illustrate this, the Meidou no Dachi, which is the most damaging katana in the game, deals around 200 damage with a max dexterity build, but that damage is reduced to around 20 damage against the best armor in the game. NPCs don't use the best armor, but it is a good way to gauge overall weapon effectiveness in Kenshi. This also suggests why,